on Valentine. Good-looking player, but he's played a lot of outdoors, trying to make the transition indoors, although he did play some in the NASL. Bill Maxwell, the senior referee, Dave MISL, the other referee out on the field, and the alternate official, Jim Evans, who is in the box. And Cleveland, the visiting team, starts off with the opening kickoff. We're underway. Cleveland attacks left to right. On the right side, Valentine is broken up by McKenzie. Spirit going right to left as Ingram sends one up for Child, and they will call that on a 3-line violation. So the ball will come back to the first red line that it passed over, and it will be kicked from the center spot.
But for Ingram, a little bit over anxious. Saw Paul Child in the attacking third, lofted a ball, but over the 3 lines. On
the left wing side, Charlie Morgan, who's a newcomer, bangs it off the boards. Valentine will pick it up. Morgan played on the Clemson team that won the NCAA Division I title a couple years ago, but he was not drafted. Along the far boards, McKenzie has it hit off the referee MISL. Now he just tries to bang it out. Kazimani keeps in. The MISL's Rookie of the Year brings it towards the penalty arc. Sends it an easy shot right at David Bursic, and Bursic rolls up the middle to Klincharski, who missed the last game with Wichita. Still bothered by a groin injury, but Nicky brings it up over the red line of Cleveland. Cuts right, takes a shot. Low shot saved by P.J. Johns, a good one. And for as long as that rebound lies still in front of him, nobody was close enough to poke it home.
And what made that work was the run by Godfrey Inger, overlapping, taking the defender away, clearing the area for Klincharski to get a good shot on goal.
You know, that ball seemed like it was there for 10 minutes, but it really was only a couple of seconds, but nobody was close. Here's Child over the attack line, 2-on-1 to Klincharski, right wing, a shot knocked down by Johns and banged out by Kazimani. Upfield now for Craig Allen, knocked down by O'Hara. Looking for Hagen. Pittsburgh trying to change up on the fly. Almost had too many men on the field. Now Kazimani sends it back the other way to Andy Chapman. And right back to the keeper, P.J. Johns, who will play to his feet. Gergerov after him as the Spirit have completed their change. Hagen is on, Falzone, Topolsky, and Helmut Dudek.
Good opening pressure by the first line of Pittsburgh, testing P.J. Johns twice.
Craig Allen in over the line. Right wing side of Peter Ward. Along the near wing boards is no score, 13-18 to go. First quarter, Pittsburgh and Cleveland. Benny Dargle setting it back to the neutral zone. Over to Peter Ward. Ward against Topolsky. Adam takes him down. Play going on as, of course, thought there should have been a foul call. Topolsky brings it over the midfield line, now into the attack zone. Adam gives it on the left. Falzone, a shot off the boards. John's got a piece. It comes out. Topolsky cranks it wide. Rebound, Gergerov, and that's wide. And now it's picked up in the corner by Craig Allen. The pressure all on Cleveland as Pittsburgh sends everything forward. Charlie Falzone now on the left wing side to Kevin Marr. Kevin shooting it low off the fingertips of P.J. Johns and the force get it. I'll tell you, what happens, though, is that this kind of a deal could give Cleveland an awful lot of confidence and could put Pittsburgh down. Lead ball, Sweeney breaking behind the defense. Takes the shot, he missed the far post. P.J. Johns has got about 4 saves, at least unofficially, and he's looked very sharp. Pittsburgh not connecting on their chances, but the goalkeeper is hot.
Well, Cleveland's in a zone defense, which gives a lot of room to Pittsburgh, and they're taking advantage of the shots, but unable to find the mark.
Dave Hagen. Granted, they missed wide in a couple, but they had some shots right on. Falzone the other way, tackled, and a penalty on Benny Dargle. 2 minutes on Benny Dargle, so the #1 rated power play in the league will get their opportunity when we come back. No score on the Spirit Soccer Network.
The Cleveland force penalty, 2 minutes for tripping on number 15, Benny Dargle. Time of the penalty, 2:51 of the first quarter. Dargle, 2 minutes for tripping.
Dargle sits off 2 for tripping at 2:51. The Spirit with the #1 rated power play in the league. Connecting on 9 of their last 13, 13 of 24, 54.2%. Cleveland killing the penalties, ranked 5th in the league, 68.6% in their killing department. Godfrey Ingram now on the left side to Marcio Leite. Marcio cuts left, fakes the shot in the corner. Dudek setting it way wide. Nobody can get a rebound. Now Ingram chipping it to the left wing side. Wants Dudek. Helmet heading it near side, but it's banged out by DeLuca. Pasquale DeLuca, newcomer to the force this season. On the right side, Sibis from Ingram. 45 feet out, back to Godfrey. In a few strides, knocks one in, but it's knocked into the crowd by P.J. Johns. Good reactionary save by P.J. Johns, who's on his game early.
P.J. looked very good on that one, diving to his right very quickly and carrying the ball over the screen, over the glass, for a corner kick for Pittsburgh.
Sibis will put it in play. Fakes to go off the boards to Dudek, and he just shot it wide, and he can't believe it. He was wide open. The net was there.
Dudek very upset with himself.
Leite. Back for Helmut Dudek, who's averaged better than 30 goals a year in this league as a defender. To Leite. In with about 40 feet to spare. To Dudek. Broken up by Bernie James, and back comes Mike Sweeney. Sweeney, an aggressive player and a good, solid player who can cause teams fits. Kind of guy you like to have playing on your team. When he's against you, you don't really like him.
Tremendous work rate.
Dudek now playing it back. Now Sibby's right side to Ingram. He'll advance it over the line. A minute to go on the power play. Leite cuts left. Takes the shot blocked by DeLuca. Almost onto the foot of Sibby's. Now Sibby's has to work it back to the right point. Ingram in a few strides for Leite. Marshall cutting left. Gives it for Dudek. Helmet back the other way off Leite. Stopped by P.J. Johns. He was down on his back and got a left hand up to make the block. Now Ingram on the left side to Dudek. 38 seconds on the man advantage. Still scoreless. Leite 35 feet away. His pass too careful with it, and it's broken up, and Sweeney is on the run on the left wing in a scoreless tie. Up over the red line of Pittsburgh. He's taken down. Pittsburgh gets the ball back and another chance to attack with a power play. Ingram at midfield. He's got Sibby's wide open. Godfrey will bring it over the line. Still carries. Fakes a shot. Cuts in the box. On his left foot. He did not get enough on it as DeLuca made the block, but Ingram almost made that one work. Dudek on the interception the other way. 8 seconds on the power play. Right side, Sibby's. Left point area, Ingram in towards the penalty arc. Back on the left side for Dudek. Penalty is over on Dargali's back. Leite cranks it. It's blocked. Comes all the way back to Godfrey. Ingram at the midfield line, and the Force have killed off the power play.
And give credit to P.J. Johns. Came up very big with a couple saves.
Sibby's will shoot one wide. Now Pittsburgh trying to get an opportunity to change here as Casamani comes back. He's fresh. Casamani spins, gives it to Tarnozzi along the right wing boards. Blocked. Tarnozzi getting free. Shot it right through the goal crease area, but nobody on the doorstep. Casamani on the left side already has more points this year than he did as the MISL's top rookie. Good feed. Quick shot. Ercole shot it too high. Just over Bursic, but a nice feed from Casamani.
And it was cleverly done by Ercole, just lifting the ball over top, but it hit the bar.
Ercole playing as a target play. Gives it to Dargle in the box area. Taken down. No foul. Tarnozzi now taken down by O'Hara. And the officials are just letting it go on the part of both sides. You know what? There's no fouls up on the board. And believe me, there should be at least a few. James on the right side. In the corner for Tarnozzi. James in the box. Now to the penalty arc area for Ercole. Turnaround shot is wide. Ercole was being used as a target player, but that time he whirled and fired. Nobody was breaking on either side of Ercole, so he just turned and fired.
Ercole right on top of the crease, receiving the ball with his back to the goal, and good turn on the dime, and able to get the shot off.
I haven't seen Ercole. Have you in that role before?
Not at all.
With any team?
He's been in the doghouse a little bit. He hasn't seen,
he hasn't seen any
limited
role.
time.
Yep. Earhart cap now to McKenzie. Still scoreless, 8:38 to go. First quarter, but P.J. Johns, I think, is the difference thus far.
Again, with Cleveland having so many injuries, that Ercole seeing some more playing time.
Ball is kicked back now to P.J. Johns. Bursic, in all fairness, has not really been tested. On the left wing side, Casamani over midfield. Nice cut to the inside. Casamani forcing it right to Ercole. Back out 55 feet or so to Bernie James in a few strides. Now just holds onto the ball, tries to settle it down. It's been up and down action, and very little of it side to side. Into Ercole. Broken up by John O'Hara. Blocked by Tarnozzi, who steps in. But McKenzie follows it up. Nice play to Gergiev. And now Mack is taken down, and a foul is going to be called on the Cleveland Force. Foul is on Tarnozzi. And would you believe in the Pittsburgh-Cleveland game, that is foul number 1. Don't believe it. That's just all that's been called, but it's been rougher than that.
Well, anytime these two teams get together, very intense, very physical, very hot-fought games, and I'm sure we expect nothing different tonight.
Dave McKenzie puts it in play up the left wing side for Hagen. Now back for Earhart cap. Spirit basically still going into this game do not have 16 healthy players out on the field as Hagen gets banged along the boards. Kapka, one of the latest players to join the injured group, up the left wing side. Played right now to Allen from Sweeney. Craig Allen, great goal scorer. Cuts to the left. Allen leaves it off. Picked up by Peter Ward, who had a hat trick last week against Chicago. Cuts by the penalty arc. Ward blocked by Klincharski. Doesn't have anywhere to go now. Sends it off the boards. O'Hara blocks that, and it goes into the crowd. We'll have a chance because they're going to take an official's timeout. We're going to taken back by DeLuca. Blocked by Topolsky, and Adam starts to get the Jets going over midfield. Into the attack zone going on the left wing side. Plays it back to Leite in the neutral zone. Marcio for Godfrey Ingram on the right. Across the red line. Cuts to the outside, and Sweetie, a shot off the post and out. Another shot. Sapolsky went wide. Ingram's shot was labeled, and I thought for sure it was going in. Now Johns having to kick it out. Kept alive. Kontrashky a drive wide. Leite kicked it forward, and P.J. Johns was lucky he didn't lose his space on that. But he comes up with it.
Shooting gallery out there, but Pittsburgh unable to really find the mark.
Craig Allen the other way. That time it wasn't a case of John so much as the Pittsburgh not shooting sharp, and a foul on Craig Allen. And now they're going to call him 2 minutes. He really put Dudek into the boards hard, but I didn't think that was the initial call. And Allen didn't either because he's checking. We have a chance because Cleveland's televising to maybe get a peek at a replay, but now they just stopped it. But if we do, Bruno, you can make your comments right after replay. What you think?
I thought it was a legitimate call because the referees are there to protect the players. And anytime a player is knocked into the boards, you must call boarding, and that's an automatic 2-minute penalty.
I just didn't think he made that call right away. I'm not arguing with the call.
I think he had trouble finding the blue card out of his back pocket.
Yeah, sometimes they have a hard time. 6:37 to go. It will give Pittsburgh a power play coming back. One of Pittsburgh's problems, as we've said before, though, they've not capitalized on all their chances. So realistically, on one hand, we're saying that P.J. Johns has looked good, but on the other side of the Spirit bench, probably a little bit down that they've not been able to get one by it.
Pittsburgh just firing wild. Maybe just settle down a little bit and concentrate a little bit more and be patient offensively rather than just firing away and just hitting the boards. I think they do want to test Johns because he's rather a newcomer this year.
Leite, left corner to Dudek on the power play. Right side, quick shot wide on the part of Sibbies, and there again was the wide shot.
Misfired completely.
Ingram in the corner to Child. Back for Sibbies. Leite, one touch back for Godfrey. Nice shift to the outside on Dargle. Right wing boards for Sibbies. In for Child, right through the crease. Nobody to tip it home. Now we've got a whistle and a foul, or maybe a penalty. I'm sorry, a penalty on Paul Child. Bernie James gesturing toward his face like he may have gotten an elbow or something, maybe bleeding.
Paul Child and Bernie James were going at it behind the defense right on the crease. And David MISL, referee, saw the extracurricular activities off the ball and, of course, made the call against Paul Child. And Paul Child will be escorted into the penalty box for 2 minutes, and that nullifies Pittsburgh power play opportunity.
I didn't see what happened. I saw Child. He looked like he was going to go with a give and go for Sibbies. At least that's what Sibbies wanted, but instead he played it through the box. As soon as he played it through the box, that's where the infraction must have occurred. But I'll tell you what, whenever Child plays against James, it is always physical. I didn't see it, so I can't say what happened or what had started it. They both could have done it to each other, but it doesn't really matter. What happens is Paul Child gets caught.
It's a professional foul, as it's called, and both players just going at it, a little bit of shoving.
Explain that, Coach, a professional foul.
Well, these things happen off the play because in the opening minutes of the game, each team tries to dictate and intimidate the other team. And of course, when Pittsburgh and Cleveland get together, they do it at their best.
We'd like to remind everybody that you can pick up your own copy of the 85-86 Spirit Media Guide just by sending $3.50 to cover postage and handling. The Spirit Media Guide, Civic Arena, Gate 7, Pittsburgh 15219. You can also purchase your copy of the Media Guide right here at the Civic Arena. It was written and edited by Spirit Public Relations Director Len Komorowski. We're going to call Child for pushing. I had already written down the elbow. But pushing, and that will nullify basically your power play. It does, in fact. And what it does is it may give Cleveland a few seconds. It'll give them, they have 1:37 left on there, so it'll be 23 seconds in terms of a Cleveland power play. But right now you start off with 4 aside. P.J. Johns getting it, tossing it upfield in a scoreless tie. The difference in Johns and Vaccaro really lies in experience and distribution. Vaccaro's a very good distributor of the ball, and you probably won't see as much of the long throws with Johns like you do with Vaccaro, at least not yet. And on pass now for Andy Chapman from Casamani, who got behind the defense. Chapman laid it back, and he blew an opportunity to get a good shot on goal.
And it was a poor pass. He lifted it in the air, difficult to control, and Casamani had trouble getting it under control and allowed Pittsburgh to get back goal side, and now it's 4-on-4 again.
I'm surprised. Chapman is a very good goal scorer, and normally he'll bury that.
That's right. He passed the responsibility there, and from a goal scorer, you don't expect that. You expect him to take the ball in and Of course, maybe that shows respect for Bursic.
Chapman the other way, back healing for Casamani. Tackled away by Dudek. Right side for Marcio Leite. Marcio pushed from behind. It goes into the corner. Chapman and Marr battle for it. Kevin's first shift. Broken up. It's played out to the far boards. Only one foul, do you believe it? And it's on Cleveland. But a few penalties. Ball played into the box area for Chapman. Broken up. Dudek will get it in the right wing. Helmet off the boards, wanted his own ball, but Dargle is there. Plays it back to Pasquale DeLuca, and back for Dargle. DeLuca playing in place of the injured Dennis Mepham, who is out of the lineup. Mepham fairly durable, only missed one game last year. Chapman back healing for Sweeney, broken up. Chapman again. Blocked by Kevin Marr. Kevin will knock it back for Marcio Leite. Spirit trapped in their own zone. Cleveland with good pressure for Sweeney. Left wing corner. Blocked by Kevin Marr. Sweeney still fighting for it. Marr getting a piece. Sweeney getting a piece. And right back to Bursic it comes. So that would be able to allow Pittsburgh to kill off some time. Bursic sending it up. Sweeney saying, hey, how much time can he hold it? Up the left wing. Dargle brings it in over the line on the feed for Craig Allen. Allen with a shot blocked. Watch out for Allen on the power play. Last 3 years, he's been the league leader. Last year, he was tied with 2 other players, but he was still on top. 11 power play scores. Over on the left point. Kept alive by Morgan. Charlie Morgan giving it up. Peter Ward, a low shot, stopped by David Bursic going down. And now the power play on the part of Cleveland for all of 23 seconds is over. O'Hara has a tackle away to Allen. Left wing, quick shot, stopped in front. I believe that may have hit off Hagen. Or did Bursic get a piece? Right now, Pittsburgh is still in trouble. Now they move it out to O'Hara.
It came off Hagen. Bursic went down to make the save, but never really got to the ball.
That's what it looked like from here. Hagen the other way, outside of the box, into the left wing corner, off the boards. It goes wide. Nobody out near the edge of the box. Casamani will pick it up in the left wing. 2-time All-American from Cleveland State University. Ball played back to P.J. Johns. 3:17 to go in the first quarter, and it is scoreless. Pittsburgh has won twice this year against Cleveland. Tonight, if they do it, it will be with a less than full roster. Players are playing, but with injuries, and they're about as banged up as they've ever been. Charlie Morgan out the left side. Carl Valentine in the attack zone. Knocks it back to the midfield line. Charlie Morgan. Good pass into open space. Valentine cuts to the right on O'Hara. Now spins actually. Now plays it to the near side for Morgan. Back out it goes. Bernie James leads the MISL in block shots. O'Hara, by the way, is second. It's played back in to the Spirit end. John O'Hara with it in a scoreless tie. 2:38 left. Up the right side, Hagen. His Child was dumped away from the ball, apparently by James. Hagen gives it to Child. Broken up, and James whacked him again. What a battle. On the right side, McKenzie. I may not watch this. You watch Child and James. James dumps Child in the box. I saw that. Hagen with it for Child. Paul holding it outside of the box. Plays it back. Hagen a left-footed drive, and that went wide. Child has every right to complain. It's shot in to P.J. Johns, who throws it upfield. We're going to need 2 play-by-play guys. One to call the game and one to call it Child and James.
Well, Bernie James is marking Paul Child so closely. In fact, he's in Child's hip pocket all the time, and they're really going at it physically and verbally now as well.
Well, unless Paul is doing some acting, it looked like he dumped him twice. On the right side, Valentine blocked. McKenzie will get it in front of Chapman. 1:48 to go. Scoreless opening quarter. McKenzie over midfield. Into the attack zone, he comes in the run on the left side, Cap. Loses the control, bouncing it into the box. It comes out. Gergiev looks for it. Now Chapman is there. Plays it back to P.J. Johns. So the Spirit with a near opportunity. Long throw upfield by Johns, and Valentine was bumped hard enough.
At home. Break the ice, get the rhythm going, and then play at your game and dictate. And Pittsburgh was unable to find that goal. Consequently, the game is a little bit hectic, both sides.
And I think the fact that there were 3 penalties in that opening quarter had a difference, too, as Ingram comes back the other way. Second quarter, just starting, no score. Unusual for a Pittsburgh-Cleveland game. In fact, that it is scoreless and that there were only a few fouls called, but 3 penalties early and a few that could have been called as fouls. Valentine into the attack zone. Cleveland going right to left this quarter. Still scoreless. Right side, Ali Casamani, 50 feet from goal, dead center. Plays it left side to Charlie Morgan along the left boards for Bernie James. Force captain sends it into the corner. James will get it back from Valentine. James in the box for Chapman. Didn't get a good shot away because O'Hara was right on him. James will get the ball back near the left point. Leite dogging him. Marceau just hanging close. Played back now to Charlie Morgan. blocked by Leite. Ball cleared back into the Cleveland zone. John's way out of goal. Plays it in the middle for Casamani. Straight up the middle for Valentine. McKenzie is in there defending. Valentine gets the ball, but no room to go. Now he's picked up by Klincharski and McKenzie along the near boards. Valentine breaking away. Carl Valentine to the right point area. Charlie Morgan is there to Andy Chapman. Chapman with 14 goals this year already. Along the far wing boards. Plays it for Valentine. Give and go. Blocked by John O'Hara. That was a nice setup for the force.
It's a good opportunity, but Pittsburgh, of course, came up with the block.
And they come back on the counter. Klincharski leads Ingram all the way down to the right wing corner. Godfrey holding it to Klincharski in the box, and he shot it wide. Rebound loose. Leite couldn't bury it. Shot it too high. Now it is Casamani coming back in the force with a counterattack over midfield. Valentine down the right side. Picked up by Klincharski. Almost looks like stage fright when they get the ball, when they're ready to shoot. Casamani by the penalty arc. Gives it up for Chapman. Cuts to the right. Low shot, nothing on it, and Bursic is right there. A relatively easy night for Mr. Bursic because he's had some very big games and 27 saves, if I can remember correctly, against Cleveland in our last game with the Force.
Let's give credit to the defenders in front of Bursic, too. They're doing a good job on marking and not giving Cleveland a good percentage shot.
What I'm surprised at is when Cleveland has had a chance to get in closer, not getting enough on their shots. Allen the other way. Still scoreless, plays it out. Peter Ward by the penalty arc, tried to tow it, but it's blocked by foul zone. Meanwhile, Dargle will run in and pick it up. 40 feet from goal, leaves it off for Peter Ward. Ward cutting to the left side, taken down by Topolsky, and that's going to be a foul call on Topolsky. Ward, I think, wanted to make sure he got that call. 12:32 to go, second quarter, and it is still scoreless. Free kick, Mike Sweeney, putting it in play. Sends one in and hit off Topolsky. Sweeney looking to get a handball in foul zone, but he doesn't get the call. It's played into the right corner for Peter Ward. Ward started off slow and was considered a disappointment last year, but had a good second half, and he's off to a good start this year, much better than last year. Allen broken up. Now it's Dave Hagen holding it. Hagen setting it right side for Paul Child. Child looking for foul zone off Charlie. Now to the left side, Topolsky to Dudek. At the Cleveland red line, still scoreless. Dudek holding it. Against him is Sweeney. Helmet goes to the right, now leaves it up for foul zone. Charlie left-footed drive, blocked by Peter Ward. Foul zone after it again. He's blocked. He'll take it back in stride to the right wing side, neutral zone. Right wing boards for Hagen. Hagen, 25 feet from goal, off the left wing boards for foul zone. Trying to trap it in the corner, lifting it once. Blocked by DeLuca. Foul zone heading it towards Hagen. That's blocked. Headed high into the air. Chow wants to get it. Settled down by Hagen. To the left side, Dudek cranks it wide. Foul zone in the box, he scores! Charlie foul zone and the rebound. Will get his second goal as a member of the Pittsburgh Spirit. Good positioning, and the ball came off the boards from Thunderfoot.
Using the boards very effectively. Hello Dudek firing with his left foot, hitting the board on a charge on Charlie foul zone, coming across the feet of the box, receiving the ball off the board, and then simply settling it down. And then passing it in with the left foot, charging P.J. Johns coming out, unable to make the save.
I realized why I may have sounded a little bit slow in calling that goal. He was going down as I looked at that in the replay. And actually, that's an even better goal because he was on his way down. The ball hopped on him. He did all he could to knock that one even towards goal.
Good concentration and good low gravity balance, keeping his feet and getting the ball off the board, settling it under extreme pressure, and then passing it in.
So at 3:27, the goal is scored. Casamani is tripped up from behind, and that should be 2, and it is. Casamani was legitimately tripped from behind as he was breaking past a defender, and the call is made. Foul zone, second goal of the year from Helmut Dudek at 3:27, and Erhard Kapp is going to be the one who is sent off. From up here, there's no doubt in my mind that that's 2 minutes, especially when the defender hauls the player down, and that player would have had some daylight behind the defense. So,
the second power play opportunity for Cleveland.
The Pittsburgh Spirit penalty.
Cleveland is only 5th in the MISL in power plays, 14 for 40. But the guys to watch are Craig Allen and Andy Chapman. And now with Erkley out there, they've got 3 guys playing up front. Erkley, until tonight, I've never seen him as a target player, but you know that Chapman and Allen can play that role, and that's 2 of them on the same shift.
That's correct. The man that's been really dangerous on their power play has been Casamani, who already has 4 goals, and he, of course, is the he's the quarterback of this power play unit.
Hagen intercepts a Peter Ward pass And now it is deflected. Last touch by Pat Urkerly goes out of play. Spirit will have a kick-in coming up. Cap for tripping. At 3:45 is the penalty. On the far side, John O'Hara will put it in play. He's out there with Mackenzie, Ingram, and Hagen. Hagen goes after a ball with a sliding tackle. Can't come up with it. Killed off a few seconds with the effort. Now it's Casamani. Left side. Chapman. Right wing it goes to Peter Ward. Now it is Casamani. In a few strides. Right side Ward shoots it high off the glass. Chapman trying to settle it down off the right foot. He does. To Casamani. Ali Casamani. To the near side. Chapman in a corner. Quick shot just wide by Urkerly. Now it's come out to Casamani, and it's a deflection, and it's a score for Cleveland. I thought that it last touched John O'Hara.
It was a deflection. Casamani receiving the ball from the far wing boards, right on top of the circle, just fired, and it deflected off Johnny O'Hara, and it caught David Bursich coming out to make the initial save. And of course, the ball was redirected, went over his right shoulder, underneath the roof of the goal, and into the net. And of course, it's a 1-1 game.
So at 4:24, give Casamani credit for the goal. His 12th of the year. He had 5 last year, and actually 13 total points. A lot of people thought he was a good rookie last year, but I think he's really come a long way.
I'm very impressed with him. He shows a lot of maturity for a youngster, only 22 years old, and he's got good size, 6 foot and 180 pounds. So he fits into the mold of the Cleveland Force type of player.
They get a power play goal, and that's a big one because they tie it. Sibby's right side. Along the near wing boards in the corner. Sibby's sending it wide, far post. Nobody is there to bang it home. Ward has the assist on that last goal. John O'Hara with it. In the box for Gerger. Back for O'Hara, and he just nicked it a little too high. Out of play. Goal kick coming up for P.J. Johns. With us breaking the action, it's tied at 1. This is the Spirit Soccer Network.
Fourth quarters brought to you by the good folks at Bill McCracken, Olds AMC Jeep and Renault. Check page 52 of your MISL magazine. If you have Nicky Klinczarski's autograph on your McCracken ad, bring your program to the lower first table, section B8, as soon as possible, because you're one of tonight's contestants. That's page 52 of your MISL magazine. Nicky Klinczarski's autograph on the McCracken ad.
Back live at the Civic Arena in Pittsburgh. John Paul Della Camera with Bruno Schwartz. It is a 1-1 tie. Pittsburgh foul zone getting it. Casamani, the equalizer in the power play. John O'Hara now sending it back to David Bursich. Cleveland picking up on their full carpet pressure here. Man-to-man, everybody with somebody as Cap will get it and try to break it. Up for Gerger up in the red line of Cleveland. Back for Earhart. Cap at the midfield line. Now to John O'Hara, being paired in defense with Adam Topolsky. Spirit played last Saturday against Wichita. Cleveland played last on Sunday against Chicago, and they were awesome, winning 9-3. Topolsky sending it off the far boards. Adam may get his own ball. Good hustle. He and Morgan collide, but the Force will get the ball back, and P.J. Johns is throwing it long. Wanting Tarnozzi. O'Hara gets right in his way and sends it back to Bursich.
Despite the many injuries to key players for Cleveland, they're really starting to come on, having won 3 of the last 4 games and 5 out of the last 7. So they've collectively done very well of late.
Ingram the other way. It's blocked and cleared away from the goal. It was going in, but the Force, with P.J. Johns out of goal, got some help from Charlie Morgan, the rookie. Saved the goal, and he may have pulled a groin in the process. He had a bend like the human body's not supposed to. Klinczarski. Now to Godfrey Ingram. 40 feet away, cuts to the right. Godfrey wants one, shoots it just wide. Gerger looking for it now. Dudek will get it on the left. Helmet along the left wing boards. Can't get a shot away. James held back by Dudek. Helmet hustling back forward. He'll recover it in the neutral zone and bangs it back the other way.
P.J. Johns looked very slow on that shot by Godfrey Ingram. They beat him to his left, and Johns was still standing, and the ball was behind him.
Ball play to Gerger, but it's back to goal. Freddie is double teamed, and it's picked up by DeLuca. Pasquale DeLuca blocked by Gerger in the corner, but James works it out for Peter Ward. Back from the Force on the fly, but Hagen steps right in front of Ward. He came right off the bench, takes the ball away. Hagen in the attack zone in a 1-1 tie. Works it against Bernie James. Cuts to his left, takes the shot. It's blocked. Ward will get it. Dudek missing on the tackle, and Ward will start back on the right side. Now Dudek recovers, and Hagen will block Ward again. Didn't see Klinczarski, but Nicky was open. Hagen's vision was blocked. by the force Peter Ward.
Hagen, the ever-present, hard-working midfielder, always showing for the pass and always creating things.
Klimcharski sending it back to Dudek. You may have heard about Hagen this week. Baltimore apparently wanted he or Child for Kitson. Pittsburgh wanted to do the deal buying Kitson outright, and Baltimore wanted a player, but last we heard before we went on the air tonight was that that deal is dead for now anyway. Negotiations have broken off between Kitson, his agent, and the Spirit.
Rumor for the fans.
That's right, at least for now. On the right side, Marcio Leite. More rumors this year than any other year. Leite cutting to his left by the penalty arc. Turns it in for Civies, but didn't have enough on it. Marcio hustling back, but Allen will get there first. Craig Allen getting by Leite. Pushing it ahead, too far. McKenzie with a block. Leite will get it at his own red line. In trouble. Wheeling and dealing and coming out. Leaves it off on the right side for Helmut Dudek in a 1-1 tie with 6:24 to go. Very fast-moving second quarter. On the left side, Falzone has the only Spirit goal. Charlie in a few strides, now within 40 feet of goal, cuts left, takes a shot, low, save, John's rebound kick, saved again. John's got enough of it, and Leite could not strike it home, but Falzone really let go with a good shot with the left foot, and it was all Johns could handle.
And it was a good, hard, low shot, which for PJ, he had to stretch completely to his left.
Civies almost intercepting a bad pass from Dargle to DeLuca. Now the Spirit will get it back to Polsky to Child. Paul Child for Civies, back for Child. Puts one in on Johns, who rolls it to the right side. Cleveland getting the ball back in a 1-1 tie up the right side for Valentine. Valentine in the attack zone, no help. Now sends it back to Chapman as Cleveland tries to change up on the fly. Played back to Bernie James, not a good pass back to him. They'll have no choice but to go back to P.J. Johns.
Pittsburgh starting to create a little bit more opportunities, trying to play a little bit more soccer rather than just simply firing away as they did in the first quarter.
They seem to be trying to use everybody out there, everybody including players that don't have as much with the ball like Falzone are getting in there. They're trying to get everybody out there.
Well, Cleveland has gone into a man-to-man marking all over. That means Pittsburgh have to have a lot more movement off the ball, and they're trying to create that.
Topolsky running over the midfield line with it. Into the attack zone, lets one fly, punched out by Johns. That was welcoming him to the MISL. That was a boomer. Now it's played in for Child. The header wide of P.J. Johns. Ingram in the corner, blocked by James. Played back out left side, Erhard Kapp. Kapp cutting to his left, taken down by James. Foul. Bernie just took it at the end, and I'll tell you what, he almost got away with that foul. Almost got away, just stuck his leg out. You got to chuckle when you see it in the replay, how you think you can get away with it. But he almost did. It's played all the way back now to the neutral zone. Topolsky after for Godfrey Ingram. Cleveland very tenacious now in their marking. Up the left wing side for Child. His friend Bernie James right behind him. Bernie, one-time defender of the year in the MISL a few years ago.
He's 195 pounds, 6 foot, a very rugged individual.
Ingram cutting to his left. Johns out of goal. Did he touch it with his hands? They say no. If he did, Pittsburgh would have had a break there.
It seems like P.J. Johns is losing a little bit of his composure now, not looking as sharp as he did in the first quarter. And if Pittsburgh continues to hold possession and test him, that may be the key.
That's a good point. Carl Valentine with it in the attack zone. He's taken down. McKenzie, leading Cap player, slowed down. They thought there'd be a whistle. Cap running into the attack zone for Child on the right wing. Child trying to take it around Casamani, and that's where that foot of his right leg is really hurting, because as he tried to make his cut, I could see him grimacing from up here. He's all right if he runs straight, but when he makes a cut, that right leg is a little sore from an inside muscle that he got whacked on in Wichita. On the right side, Casamani in the attack zone. By the penalty arc against McKenzie, cuts to the left. Shot blocked in front by O'Hara. Chapman will pick it up. Blocked in the play. This is the noisiest the crowd has been tonight. Shot wide by Chapman. Crazy George may have him going a little bit. Bernie James sending it back the other way. Up the right side for Valentine in the corner. O'Hara blocking him. Valentine for Casamani. Back for Bernie James. Right side Casamani. Against him is Gerger. Off the boards. Loose ball in the box, and McKenzie will pick it up. Leads in the right side. Hagen trying to bust by DeLuca, and he gets by him all the way into the right wing corner. The shot stopped by Johns. It's loose, and he'll come up with it. But P.J. Johns just got caught staying back in his goal despite Hagen breaking in. Johns never came out and challenged, I thought.
A great change of pace by Davey Hagen, getting by DeLuca and then firing onto the near post. but fortunate for PJ, the ball came down right into his hands as he was already on the ground committed.
Valentine over the attack line of Pittsburgh. Doesn't look as sure of himself as you were saying before.
Right. It's only so long that you can sustain that kind of pressure, and he's been relatively untested this year. It's just a question of time.
Sibby's knocking it down for O'Hara. 2:18 to go in the second quarter. O'Hara lead ball. Gerger behind the defense. Freddie in the left corner. Trying to spin. Looks for some help. Plays it back from foul zone. Cutting to the middle and then lost the ball, but he'll get it back right way. Cuts back. Wants his left foot shot, but it's blocked. Spent maybe a little too much time getting it on the left foot when he was open on the right, but he's got a much better left. Sibby spinning. Gives it to foul zone. There's the left foot in front for Gerger. Wasn't expecting it, I don't think. Now foul zone to the right side. Topolsky shooting it. Punched by Johns. Headed back by Sweeney. Pittsburgh coming back to defend. I don't think Gerger was expecting that pass, because if he was, I think that would have been a nice deflection goal for Freddie. This is Ward to the left. Sending it back into the neutral zone for DeLuca. Now to Sweeney for Craig Allen. Spinning by the penalty arc. O'Hara won't let him go. Now Dargle a shot. Scooped up by David Bursich. Minute 20 left. Second quarter, tied at 1. Leite dumped along the far boards, but only the second foul on Cleveland. Pittsburgh also with a couple of fouls. Direct kick for the Spirit. We're awaiting an official's timeout, but they're not calling one because we don't have a clear dead ball situation. They won't stop it on a foul. On the right wing side, Adam Topolsky looking for Ingram. We need a commercial shot too, fellas. Foul zone leaves it for Ingram. By the penalty, taken down. No foul. Crowd doesn't like it. Allen the other way was held. Up the right side, Dargle into the attack zone. Ward open in the left wing, but they don't spot him. Banged away by Topolsky. Less than a minute to go. Second quarter. Ingram with it. Godfrey in over the line. Blocked by Mike Sweeney. Sweeney holding on. Double team. Cap will allow Ingram to get the ball. To Leite outside the penalty arc. Marshall left-footed drive. Blocked by Dargle. I don't know if he ever saw it, but he blocked it. That appeared to just hit him. Johns throwing it long. Upfield for Chapman. 3 lines. And there's our first stoppage. The ball will come back to the center spot of that first attack line. Pittsburgh got a golden opportunity on the Leite shot. However, it struck Benny Dargle.
Well, Mike Sweeney coughed up the ball in his own defensive third, and Marcio came up with a great shot that was safe.
Ingram in the box, can't turn around. He'll get it back off a deflection from Leite. Godfrey in the corner, double team, trying to move it. Dargle is in there, and there's going to be a foul on somebody, but they're going to call that on Godfrey Ingram.
19 seconds left, scores 1-1.
Direct kick.
And it's low scoring compared to some of the previous matches these two clubs have played, especially over the series, career-wise. Long pass right wing, Chapman. Blocked by Adam Topolsky. Adam wanted to go back to Bursich. Blocked to Allen. That should be a foul on Cleveland, and it is. 3 apiece, but fouls will not be a factor. 8 seconds left in the quarter. Topolsky on the run up the right side over midfield. 4 seconds. Sends it off the left wing boards for Cap. Off the boards, the horn will sound, ending the first half. It's tied up at 1. What we're going to do is we're going to take our last 2 breaks of the quarter that we normally would have taken had there been. First real big save of the night, and it could not have come at a better time because Cleveland would have had a goal 10 seconds into the quarter.
And that was a good test for Bursich, coming up very big in the first 10 seconds of the opening of the second half.
Nice give and go that was. Child now in the box, sends it to the left corner. Wanted O'Hara, broken up by Casamani, who got a nice feed from Valentine on the give and go. And that's how quickly things can happen in indoor soccer. But Bursich came up big. It's played back now to Bernie James. Bernie wants somebody to show for the ball. Valentine does at midfield, blocked by O'Hara. Carl Valentine in a 1-1 tie, 14:15 to go. Third quarter, it's played back to Charlie Morgan of the Force. Now to Casamani, knocks it back to P.J. Johns, who chested it down. Casamani up the left wing side. Ahead it goes to Valentine with his back to the action. Off an O'Hara deflection, but Chapman, nice trap with the right foot. Outside the box shot blocked by McKenzie, but Chapman using some clever skills to make that play. He started out his career at the age of 17 playing outdoor soccer in this country. So despite the fact that he's been around for about 6 years, he's only 26 years old. Played 6 years in the MISL. P.J. Johns coming out of his goal, knocking it 1, 2, not quite 3 lines, they're saying. Well, from up here it was over 3.
It was headed by Casamani.
I don't think he got it. Up the left wing boards, Dudek in the corner, bumped by Sweeney. Helmet still in there deep toward the box. Can't get the shot away. P.J. Johns reached out and picked it up. And he had to. Any touch of the ball by Dudek, that would have been a score. Topolsky intercepting it, brings it right back into the attack zone. Adam cuts to his left, takes the shot, save, rebound, loose. Child didn't get it. And a handball is going to be called on Paul Child.
Handball, Spirit.
Again, P.J. Johns having difficulty holding on to the ball, and Paul Child, ever dangerous, present on the doorstep, but the ball came up, hit his hands. Cleveland's ball.
Adam Topolsky to the left wing side, boards for Helmut Dudek, back for Adam over the midfield line. Spirit attack right to left, and is tied at 1. Topolsky spinning, Allen almost steals the ball. Adam, nice move back. Leaves it off left point. Dudek cranks one way wide. Along the far wing boards, DeLuca will pick it up for the force. For Sweeney, nice shift on Topolsky. And then got kicked a little bit. Now he's going to just slow it down. Waits for some help. Now left puts it over to the near boards for Bernie James. Bernie to the right side for Craig Allen. Knocked away by Topolsky. But they're going to call a foul for holding on Allen.
Holding, Spirit.
Free kick for the force. Ward will apparently take it. He's got Dargle behind him. Gives it back to Benny, 45 feet away to Sweeney. Sending it towards the penalty arc. Blocked. It was intended for Ward. DeLuca follows it up into the left corner. Now for Peter Ward. Blocked by Helmut Dudek and Dave Hagen. Hagen in there battling for it. Got a piece, but it's deflected to Ward, and Falzone with a good right foot just bangs it out of danger. P.J. Johns way out past the penalty arc to make the play on the left wing side for Dargle. Up into the Spirit zone for Allen. Wants to turn on Topolsky. Adam blocks it. Back the other way for Gergerev near midfield. Freddie lifting it right side for Hagen. Dave Hagen to the left wing boards area. Now Dudek will bring it in over the line. Helmut, 50 feet from goal, cuts to the right by the penalty arc. The shot went wide. Picked up by Gergerev, but then lost it off his right foot. Dargle in there battling. Will win that battle up the left wing side for Ward. Way up for Craig Allen. Kevin Marr on him. Allen, nice dig to the middle. On the inside. Taken away on a tackle by Marr. Picked up by DeLuca. Now to the left side, Peter Ward. Holding it. Plays it back to DeLuca. The shot blocked by Falzone. Sweeney will send it back to the midfield area. Benny Dargle is on it for Cleveland. Up the left wing side for Craig Allen. Nice turn. Double team. Marr is there in Falzone. And now Falzone will take it away. Charlie sends it back. A little dangerous. Back to Bursic, but he had enough on it to get it by Peter Ward. Up comes Dudek over midfield. Helmut Dudek sending it off the boards, and it will go into the seats out of play. It will break away. Tied at 1 on the Spirit Soccer Network. Live, Bernie James collecting it along the near wing side boards in a 1-1 tie. Upfield, Carl Valentine now on the left side for Ali Casamani. Casamani brings it over the midfield line towards the attack line, now across it into the box area. Valentine leaves it out for Chapman, and it's blocked, and Pittsburgh will get it back. Tied up at 1, 10:25 to go. Third quarter. Chipped by McKenzie to Erhard Cap. Erhard cuts to his right over the midfield line. Back to his left wing side, turning Casamani outside. Cap along the left wing boards, holds, right foots it on the reverse to McKenzie, far wing. Mack wants to use the boards, bangs it off the boards, blocked by Chapman. McKenzie back for Leite. 40 feet from goal, Marcio cutting to the left. Stopping, now back towards the middle. Left side, Cap, off the boards, Leite walking in. Got it off his foot wide. Rebound in the box, Marcio too high. A header off the crossbar by Leite, punched up by Johns to Civvies, but a whistle blew, and the foul is on Pittsburgh. But how can you have that much action in the box and not put it by is what Pittsburgh has to watch.
Jumping,
Pittsburgh must take advantage of these opportunities that they have created, but thus far, Pittsburgh unable to find the goal.
Carl Valentine the other way. Marcio on his right foot shot it wide in the first try, and then on the header shot it up at the crossbar. Klincharski on for his first shift of the quarter, so his playing time has been really cut down because of the injury. He'll get it on the give and go, but it's right to P.J. Johns. Nicky almost getting it, I should say, on the give and go, but it was just a little too far in front of him. He's got to really suck it up. He's in some pain. But he'll play maybe 2 shifts this quarter, and that's about as much as you can get out of him. Sibby's with a low shot, but it's right at P.J. Johns. Throwing it long, breakdown on the part of the Spirit, down deep as Chapman will get it. Try to play it in the box, and O'Hara blocks out. It was intended for Craig Allen. It hits off the glass and goes out of play, but a big play for John O'Hara because Allen was close to the far goal post.
Good opportunity for Cleveland. P.J. Johns very alert after making a save, coming up very quickly, and a great distribution pass out to Chapman on the far side boards, and immediately Cleveland had a 2-on-1 opportunity, but Johnny O'Hara, the master defender as he is, comes up with the save, blocking the shot, went into the seats, kick in for Cleveland.
Crazy George trying to get the crowd fired up. Right now the Spirit defending on the free kick. Sweeney off the boards, loose ball to Ward, and he just didn't get it. Went off his foot rather than a kick. Sweeney will keep it in play to Allen. Back for Ward now to Sweeney. He gives it up to Klincharski. It's helter-skelter back there. Nicky runs it out. Nice back heel to change the pace for Ingram. Godfrey chipping it ahead, wanted Leite. Marcio looking over the other shoulder, and it's kicked into the crowd. Question that one by P.J. Johns.
Lack of skill by the goalkeeper. That is lack of foot skills. And, of course, in the first year, that would have been a 2-minute delay of game without a doubt. But that's a call that you very seldom see anymore.
Godfrey Ingram in the box. Leite heading it down for Klincharski. He's double-teamed. Can't get a shot away. It comes out to Polsky. Cranks it wide on a block. Picked up Ingram. Cuts to the box. Blocked on the play by the force Benny Dargle. Force bringing it back. Listen to the crowd now. Lead ball Ward behind the defense. Topolsky catching up and blocking it. Adam Topolsky with a big block, and Klincharski gets it, and now the game starts to open up. Leite over midfield. Into the attack zone. Feed is for Dudek. Helmet cranks it. Fingertip save. Johns. Rebound out to Topolsky in front. Block. Loose ball and cleared out. And the Force have Allen right at the midfield line. He'll pick it up. Klincharski running back with him. No defender there. Allen now in the corner. Cutting to the middle. Blocked. Picked up. Taken away from Klincharski from behind. Shot up the boards. DeLuca. Topolsky lets it go to the left wing boards. Off the boards. He wants Leite to spring. Sweeney cutting it off and sending it back to P.J. Johns. Lost it by his feet for the moment, but now gets it out.
John Popovic must be wondering how many opportunities his players have in order to get their second goal of the evening. Score still tied 1-1.
Allen off the boards. Ward, he shot it wide. Twice Peter Ward has missed uncharacteristically from the box. Pasquale DeLuca now off the near boards. Kevin Marr will pick it up. Right side Hagen, a lot of room. He'll pass it ahead for Child. Good run down the left to Falzone to Charlie. Net is open, but Falzone was upended. And it's cleared the other way. Child with a good ball the other way. Child off the boards, broken up. Hagen after it. 50-50 ball. He and DeLuca get there at about the same time. It's starting to get there now as a game, the kind of game that we expected. Valentine trying to leave it off, blocked. The intensity level right now, the last 2 minutes, is the highest it has been at all in this game.
Absolutely right. The first 5 minutes was a tactical chess game, both teams trying to fill each other out again, and now all of a sudden both teams changed pace and going from end to end.
Now it's just hard work, nothing else. Bernie James, near corner his own area, up for Ali Casomeni. Open man, left wing, wide open. On the left side, Charlie Morgan on the overlap, and nobody picked him up. He'll leave it off now for Casomeni. He'll cut to the right. The shot blocked by Dave McKenzie. Casomeni will get it back. Cuts to the inside, or outside, off the boards, blocked by Dudek, and McKenzie right back to Versich. Rolled ahead on the left side, Erhard Kapp. Off the right wing boards for Child. He'll settle it down, gives it to Sibby's into open space. Tackled away, though, by Bernie James. Along the near boards, Morgan, blocked by Sibby's. Morgan plays it back to P.J. Johns at a 1-1 tie with 5:57 to go in the third quarter. But this quarter, we've seen it open up, and it's become more intense. Chapman upfield. Patterkley. Leaves it off for Valentine, 45 feet from goal. Cuts to the left by the penalty arc in the box. McKenzie rejects it, intended for Chapman. Ingram in the run. Running over midfield has Child to the right. 2-on-3. Godfrey lays it off for Child. Their shot just wide. Missed the far post up by Much Johns. Cutting down the angle. Now it's played into Child. Taken down in the penalty arc. Not even a foul on the trick.
50-50 ball. Both players going at it. Referees allowing them to play.
Earhart Cap heading it back to Bursic. Played it upfield for Valentine. And now it is Morgan. I think Bursic thought he couldn't use his hands there, but I didn't know. Did the ball? I thought the ball came back from inside the Spirit line, but maybe not. It may not have. James, that time crunched by Child, and that foul is called, and Don Popovic says, why that one?
Well, that's Paul Child and Bernie James have been really battling each other all evening long. And on the field, and Paul Child, of course, gets caught here for the foul.
What Paul can't do is get frustrated and take a penalty, because James has gotten away with some stuff today, but Child will get back. Gerger the other way to Ingram. Deflected wide. Johns gets run over, but the Force get the ball back. Gerger works to get it free for Cap. Earhart, 40-footer, way wide. Off the far boards, Chapman picks it up, but it's picked up by Cap for Ingram. Godfrey to Earhart, Cap on the left. Gerger trying to get open by the penalty arc. Play to the right side to O'Hara. John O'Hara in a 1-1 tie. Left-footed drive is blocked. Picked back up by Ingram in the neutral zone. Godfrey forced back, has to play it all the way back to the feet of Bursic. Bursic being pressured by Valentine. Gives it up on the right wing side to Polsky. Back for Bursic. 4:15 left. Tied at 1 in the third quarter. Hagen. Right side to Topolsky. 3-on-2, now 3-on-3 on the left side. Gerger shot blocked, rebound shot. And P.J. Johns is there again, but a dangerous play on Gerger. Sixth foul of the Spirit.
Gerger is arguing because P.J. Johns was outside of the penalty box and was handling the ball. But referee Bill Maxwell called dangerous play on Gerger.
The scoreboard clock, foul clock never moved unless it already moved that quick. Craig Allen with a shot, that went wide. I had not noticed the fouls. And when I looked up, it said 5. Well, maybe the official score was quicker than I was. 5 fouls in, apparently. Hagen up the other way. For Klincharski. Nicky plays it toward the box, off the boards. Gerger with a shot, he scores! Brad Gerger comes right back with a go-ahead goal. 2-1 Pittsburgh.
And a very beautiful goal it was. Gerger, near side board, getting the ball. And Kevin Moore, who plays the ball off the board. Gerger leads the line, takes the ball out of the air, falling backwards, side scissors into the far post. No chance for P.J. Johns, and Pittsburgh goes on top.
Great shot in the volley as Fred Gerger gets the go-ahead. We'll break for 60 seconds and then come right back on the Spirit Soccer Network.
The assist to number 14, Kevin Moore. Final goal, 11:27 of the third quarter. Gerger from Moore at 11:27, and it's now your team Spirit 2, the Force. And there's Crazy George in P12. Let's get crazy!
Back live, it's now 2-1, Pittsburgh leading it on the Gerger score at 11:27 of the third quarter. 7th of the year from Kevin Moore off the boards, and a nice volley from Gerger. Dudek in trouble, double team, blocked by Allen. Klincharski gets a piece. Now Gerger runs right through and gets it away from Sweeney. Freddie down the right wing. Gerger bumped and taken down in a hip check, basically, by DeLuca. And a foul is all Pittsburgh will get. That's Cleveland's first foul. I had not even looked up at the board because there were so few fouls called before that I hadn't noticed. But Pittsburgh does have 5, and Cleveland with 1.
Indirect kicks.
Gergeroff, after scoring his goal, looks very inspired. He looked very quick there coming through the midfield, upended, but he's okay.
Foul zone. Cuts to the left, takes the shot, stopped on the short side by P.J. Johns, who was handcuffed by that shot. Long toss to Craig Allen. McKenzie back deep to defend. Allen along the left wing boards. Now he's double teamed. Wants somebody to show so he can dish it out. No help. Now it's laid off for Peter Ward. Back into the neutral zone, Benny Dargle. Left side for Sweeney in a 2-1 Spirit lead. Left corner, Casamani cut off by Civis. Ian going down. It's played into the box for Allen. McKenzie holding on to him. Leite getting it. Marcio coming right back. Over that red line. Gives it up on the right side. Civis in the attack zone. Leite breaks for goal. Ian waiting for help. Dudek's going to be open when he crosses the line. He'll give it to Dudek, but the shot hit Leite. Helmet just misfiring, and now foul zone will pick it up. Sending it back to McKenzie. 2:08 to go. Third quarter, Spirit leading at 2-1.
Charlie Falzone having a very good evening thus far, getting onto the scoreboard, but playing very effectively at midfield, showing for a lot of passes, and playing good defense as well.
Falzone will knock it back for Godfrey. Godfrey into the attack zone to foul zone, but it's just off the mark a bit. Foul zone, far wing boards, holding it. Getting his own ball. Reverses it well. Dudek's going to be free. He'll crank it. Just shot it wide of Leite. Wanted Marcio, I think, to change the direction of that one.
Too much pace on that pass from Dudek, and Marcio was not quite ready.
I'd want a suit of armor before I'd stand in front of a Dudek shot.
Thunderfoot.
That's it. On the right side, Ingram is broken up by Craig Allen. But Godfrey will hustle back, win it for Charlie Falzone, who might be the fastest player out on the field tonight for either side. One of the faster ones in the league. Topolsky now sends it back to Ingram. Godfrey cutting it back to John O'Hara. 1:09 to go, third quarter, 2-1 Pittsburgh. Upfield, Leite did a nice spin, but he's taken down by Sweeney, no foul. Picked up by the goalkeeper, Johns.
1 minute to play.
Be nice to see if Pittsburgh can get away this quarter without getting that 6th foul. You don't want to give Cleveland the power play to start the next quarter. Sweeney, that is questionable. Sweeney ran into Topolsky and then dropped. That is called drawing a foul.
Adam Topolsky is called for the foul as Sweeney came up to the restraining arc, and that is the 6th foul of the quarter, and it's a team foul, so Pittsburgh will be assessed a 2-minute penalty.
John O'Hara is giving referee Don MISL a piece of his mind, I'm sure, because it did not look like a justifiable foul.
And you just called it. There is 48 seconds left to go in the third quarter, and Pittsburgh assessed a 2-minute penalty, a power play opportunity for Cleveland.
Comes at 14-12. So Pittsburgh will have to have their penalty killers out. The only good thing about it, if there's a plus, is that they really have to worry about 48 seconds here with this penalty killing unit. They can rest a good bit and then come out fresh for the next quarter. But that's the only thing good. They don't want to have a penalty in this situation, but they're stuck with it.
And there's usually lack of concentration after a dead ball foul, or when a quarter ends, lack of concentration, or when a quarter begins. So it's a very critical time in the game.
Played out to Peter Ward, and David Versich comes up big, going down and getting a piece of it with his right side. Now it's headed out of play. Cleveland will have a free kick. Kyle Dietrich, incidentally, is the backup goalkeeper to P.J. Johns, with Vaccaro out with a wrist, or thumb injury. It is a sprained thumb. It'll be out a minimum of 2 weeks. On the left side, Andy Chapman. Power play on. 1:50 to go on the power play, but in this quarter, 35 seconds are left. 2-1 Pittsburgh. Craig Allen to Casamani. Left side, Andy Chapman, 35 feet away. In the corner for Ercole. O'Hara forcing him out. Forcing a bad pass out to the right point. Coming back after it is Peter Ward. To Casamani, 20 seconds left. Third quarter, 2-1 Pittsburgh. In the left corner, Ercole cutting. Puts it out to Casamani, 35 feet away to Ercole by the box area. Now he brings it out further. Casamani, 45 feet out, cuts it back. Ercole on his right foot. This looks dangerous to the right side for Peter Ward. A shot punched out by Versich. Hagen couldn't clear it out, but now the horn sounds. And it's a 2-1 game. Hagen and Ingram, O'Hara and McKenzie, the penalty killers for the Spirit. And Pittsburgh will have the ball to start the fourth quarter. Ingram, killing time, brings it in over the line. Godfrey cutting, cuts to his left, now brings it back on the right with a nice move. He almost ended up with a shot on goal there, shorthanded. Would have been a nice way to start the quarter. P.J. Johns now gives it to Casamani. Well, what it did, it took about 12 seconds off the clock right away. Chapman coming back, sends it on the right wing to Peter Ward. Cleveland attacking right to left this quarter, Spirit left to right, but it's Cleveland with the ball. They trail 2-1. Chapman outside the box, inside for Allen, kicked away by Hagen. McKenzie sends it, but not out. Casamani 40 feet away to the left wing side. Andy Chapman holding it. Rolling it back to Casamani, dead center. Now back in the corner for Chapman, far side, and the volley kick punched out by Bursic. He runs, Peter Ward.
Great save by Bursic. With such velocity, he had no choice but simply to parry the ball.
Allen the turnaround, and Bursic is right there. Allen didn't get enough on it. On the left wing side, John O'Hara, 16 seconds left to kill on the power play that Cleveland has, and the Spirit with Hagen doing a nice job. Only the referee got in his way. That stopped him from killing off the rest of the penalty. Casamani the other way, into the attack zone. Hooks it back to the left side for Ercole. Gerger standing out, set to come out of the box. He's back. Spirit have killed off the power play on Cleveland. A Casamani shot from downtown is blocked by the Spirit. Gerger picking it up. O'Hara on the overlap. Wide open is McKenzie going deep, but Johns comes out to clear it. O'Hara never saw him, and way down deep, Bursic comes out into the corner. Two Force players were there. If Bursic lost the ball, it would have been history. As far as the goal was concerned, it was empty.
It's a great heads-up play by P.J. Johns, saying that two of his players in the attacking third, and Pittsburgh had committed themselves to offense, simply kicked the ball down, and that one pass eliminated 5 Pittsburgh players, and Cleveland had a great opportunity.
Pittsburgh had both defenders trapped in the attack zone. Gerger the other way, sending it to Hagen. Likewise, a good play by Bursic the other way, because if he stays back in his net, and you've got 2 Cleveland players in the ball, they've got a 2 on the goalkeeper, really.
Well, with indoor soccer now, you see the goalkeeper playing an increasing role as a sweeper, coming out and helping the defenders.
Cap shooting it from way out. It's blocked. He may get another try on his left foot, but he shoots that one wide. Topolsky will get it far boards in a 2-1 Pittsburgh lead. Adam, 50 feet out, plays it back to O'Hara, dead center. Long shot off the glass, headed wide by Cap, who walked in. The force broke down, and Cap just walked right into the box, headed it wide, though, unfortunately for Pittsburgh. Earhart will get it back in the left wing from Topolsky. Played it through the box, nobody there. Sibbies knocking it off the boards, can't get his own ball. Morgan will get it for Chapman. Sibbies knocking it away, but a late whistle and a foul. Sibbies claiming that he got the ball.
It's difficult to see was on near side boards, but Sibby's arguing with him, and he's not the one to argue with referees, so we have to take his word for it. Nevertheless, the foul stands, Cleveland's ball.
On the right wing side, Tarnozzi to the far boards, blocked by Cap. Dudek will win the ball with help from Earhart up for Ingram. Now to Leite. Marcia trying to slow it down, playing it back. We've made this point before. Sometimes in order to go forward, it's best to play it back, and that's what the Spirit are doing, trying to create something up front. Now Ingram will show for the ball at the midfield line. Waits. Still with it. You know that Klincharski is hurting because he only played 2 shifts, maybe 3 at max in that second quarter, or third quarter, I'm sorry. And Don Popovic, whatever he gets out of Nicky tonight, will really be a plus because Klincharski probably would not be playing ordinarily. And now Nicky gets bumped down by Sweeney and draws a foul.
Tripping Cleveland.
First foul on Cleveland. They're going to call that for tripping.
It's a good shoulder tackle by Sweeney, simply knocking Klincharski down, but he seems to be all right.
DeLuca stripping Klincharski of the ball up the left wing side. Valentine leaving it off. Sweeney, upfield it comes. Pasquale DeLuca leaving it off for Sweeney. Sent into the corner area. Tarnozzi, who does a nice job for the Force, especially coming off that bench. Right side, Casamani, 40 feet from goal. Cuts it back for Sweeney. Right-footed shot blocked by Ingram, picked up by Klincharski. Nicky, marked by Sweeney, spinning on him. Sends it back to the near corner. Adam Topolsky after it. Spirit are leading it 2-1 as Adam plays it back to David Bursic. Rolled up the middle, and Klincharski is free. Over the midfield line. Nicky into the attack zone. Leite open. He'll give Marceau the ball now. Marceau holding it right side. Holding it too long, and it's knocked away by Casamani. Over the midfield line. To Tarnozzi in the middle. Quick counterattack. Cleveland in a hurry coming back. Ercole taken down by Leite. Second Spirit foul.
Again, Marcia with those long legs of his reaching in from behind, trying to pickpocket that ball, and is called for tripping.
Free kick for the Force. Casamani will get it back now from Bernie James, and he's being chased by Leite. Marcio almost taking it away. Casamani upfield now goes to Valentine. Dudek blocking him. Now James going after it. Leite got a piece of it. Bernie got a piece of Marcio. Ball cleared upfield now by P.J. Johns to Ali Casamani.
Marcio working very hard today. A lot of movement and involved.
And a quick pass in front, and Ercole will tie it. And the assist is going to go to Peter Ward. So very quickly, Cleveland does not score on the power play. Maybe a little bit of a letdown on the part of the Spirit. And the force right there on the backdoor play.
Well, Peter Ward got the ball on the near side boards and simply did thread the needle on the killer pass. Put it right through the defenders there. Had his head right up to take a look at it. Beat Dudek and just simply slipped the needle. And right on the doorstep was Ercole putting the ball in from about 2 feet out. No chance for Bursic on that one. And the score is 2-2.
Up the right side, Hagen into the attack zone behind Sweeney. Outside of the box, off the boards, blocked by Johns. Child, the turnaround. P.J. Johns got that one. A little bit of luck involved in that one because Child never got a good foot on that. Long toss upfield to Allen. Let's see what this goal does to either side. Allen the shot blocked by McKenzie. Mack took that one pretty hard. Up the right side, the Spirit bring it back. Hagen for Child. Child into the attack zone. Joined now by Sibby's right. Falzone left to Falzone off the boards wide. That ball came off so fast, nobody was able to get in position for a rebound. Off to the near side, Child will get it. Paul Child with an 11-game scoring streak on the line tonight. Leaves it off for Falzone. Charlie fakes to the left, goes right. Off the boards, it went wide, and again, nobody out. Edge of the box for a rebound. Picked up by Ercole, whose last goal tied it at 2. Ercole, good run to the middle. Taken down as he shot it. No foul called, and if Cleveland wants to argue, they have every right to on that play. Ercole was upset before he ever got the shot away. Cap now on the left side to Polsky. Trying to get free, blocked, and Cleveland could come back en masse. 4-on-2, here they come over midfield. Sweeney into the attack zone, towing it to Ward. To Allen, blocked by O'Hara, he never got a good pass. Up the left wing side. Cap slowing it down.
Game starting to open up a little bit again after the tying goal by Ercole. Now Pittsburgh looking to see if they can get on top.
Child looking for his own ball off the boards, and he almost got it. P.J. Johns will get it now from Peter Ward in a 2-2 tie. 8:39 to go. And it's the 4th quarter. Johns with a giveaway as he made the pass upfield. Child will get it off O'Hara. Headed away by Dargle. Child after, try to turn it inside. Nice play. Cap off the near boards. Ingram in the corner, double team. Godfrey trying to find a way out. Slides at the Cap at the right point. In a 2-2 tie, Cap gives it to O'Hara. Didn't give Johnny a good pass, and Dargle almost knocked it away. Now O'Hara will get it from McKenzie. Up the left side for Ingram. Broken up by Casamani coming back to help out. Casamani tripped over the carpet where the ice started to stick out. That would have been a tough one to lose. Didn't have a goal scored on that when he had control. Now it's upfield for Valentine. Leaves it off Casamani over midfield. Into the attack zone. Cleveland looking. Casamani's shot is blocked by Cat. Despite a 9-7 record, Cleveland one of the better teams in this league. And they're doing it without Haskeby in the lineup. Up the right side, Earhart Cap from Bursic. Over midfield. Spirit like to think that they're one of the better teams in the league too, as Cap has run down from behind. Spirit at home are one of the better teams you'll find anywhere, but on the road the problems continue where they're 1-7. They're 7-1 here. Down the right wing, Valentine in the attack zone. Ingram on him. The shot blocked. Looked like it hit off his own player, Chapman. Now it's Casamani in the neutral zone. Holding it with 7:20 to go. 4th quarter. Tied at 2. James sending it into the right corner for Valentine. Carl Valentine on the give and go to Chapman. Blocked by David Bursic. And they're calling a penalty, and they're going to call a penalty shot then, because the foul was in the box. And I'd like to see that again in a replay to see what happened, because Chapman didn't get the shot away, and let's look at it as we see it, but our audience does not.
Well, the ball came into the penalty box, and Chapman came in. It was taken down from behind by McKenzie, and because it happened in the penalty box, it'll be a penalty kick assessed against Pittsburgh, and of course David McKenzie will be escorted to the penalty box.
Let me put you on the spot. Do you call that? I thought Chapman still got the shot away without real problem.
No, but he fell down. Even though he got the shot, he had a clear shot on goal, was taken down from behind in the penalty box. It is a penalty.
So you call it?
Yes.
Okay.
On number 2, David McKenzie, 2 minutes for pushing.
Pushing on the is the call on McKenzie.
The officials have awarded a penalty shot to Cleveland.
I get mixed up like the players because you see so much that happens in the box that's not called. That's why I asked you.
It's automatic. Any one of the
It's supposed to be
major
automatic.
fouls
Yeah.
inside the box.
Oh, yeah. Once you call the foul, that's it. Allen will score on the penalty kick. Once you call a foul, I first heard the whistle, and I knew it had to be a penalty kick once it was called. My only question was, I thought Chapman got the shot away, then was bumped, and that the contact was not that bad, really. But Allen will score on a penalty shot, which you don't see called too often, and it will give Cleveland the lead. And for the first time tonight, Bruno, not only do they have the lead, but it's the first time that either side has scored 2 straight goals. We're going to take it to a timeout on the field. It's 3-2 Cleveland on the Spirit Soccer Network.
First goal, that is 20th of the season, scored by number 16, Greg Allen, unassisted at 7:52. Allen unassisted at 7:52. We have the
Hey, Johns, Spirit just got to hope that there's some goals in those feet, because they've had the chances to put Cleveland down by a considerable amount. They've not done it.
Especially in the first quarter and then in the second quarter as well, where they totally dominated in terms of shooting, but were unable to really hit the goal.
On the left wing side, Hagen. To O'Hara up the left side for Gergera. Off the boards. Nobody trailing, and DeLuca will send it upstairs. Freddie says, why not 2 minutes? But they're not going to get that call.
Yeah, they just simply don't call that anymore.
All right, Spirit fans, the
Players
decimal
of the
meter is ready.
caliber of the
Let's see
MISL
how loud we can make this Civic Arena and show your
simply
team
cleared the ball high into the seats, but no call coming.
Well, Pittsburgh got a lot of great opportunities in that opening half, like you said. They're not getting as many here as Gergera plays it in for Koncharski. Now Gergera off the boards, it goes wide. I'm wondering how much of a factor, Bruno, the injuries are, and the fact that it's really a very depleted midfield right now with Koncharski hurting. Cap, normally a defender, he can play there, but having to play there, there's not a lot of offense generated right now out of midfield. O'Hara sending it long for Gergera. Freddie lays it off, and Koncharski got kicked from behind and lost it. Now he got a piece of the ball for Gergera, chesting it down, a shot, score! Freddie Gergera with a dramatic goal to tie it at 3! Koncharski got kicked. He never stopped working, got away from the keeper. Gergera chesting it down and blasted. And a half volley.
He called it a working ever so hard in the attacking third. This way, P.J. Johns will come up with the save. Koncharski was able to kick it away and pass it over to Gergera, who simply took it and half volley and then tipped the ball over the shoulder of P.J. Johns to tie the game at 3.
The big thing he did, though, that goal almost had to be on TV to be justified for you at home, because he chested down with traffic in front of him, puts it down to his foot, but on the bounce, on the half volley, and slams it home. Sibby's battling for it. Now let's see if this goal can pick up the Spirit. Foul zone. Cutting to his left. He and Casamani shoulder to shoulder, no fouls. Now there's a foul. We just didn't hear it.
Pushing
Cleveland. 2 fouls apiece. Let's see if they can rattle the force and their goalkeeper, P.J. Johns. Now it's tied at 3. 5:40 left in regulation time. Dudek plays it out to McKenzie. Back for Helmut Dudek. Setting into the box area for Sibby. He's a little too tentative, and it's taken away by Chapman. Up the left wing side, blocked by McKenzie, and it goes into the Spirit bench. No, the Spirit played in 4 straight overtime games before their last game against Wichita in Wichita. That was quite a stretch, but it's one of those 1-goal games again. At least right now it's tied at 3. 5:31 left in regulation time. Good thing about the Spirit, they've got a lot of injuries. They can rest them until Thursday. They got to go all out for the next 5:31. Remember, Gergera was a big hero last week in their last home game against L.A. Some dramatic scores.
Since Stan Terlecki has come back, Gergera has really asserted himself and scored a couple of very key goals.
Yeah, he's gotten 4 goals since Stan has been brought back. Up the left wing side, foul zone. Trying to get free, blocked. Tell you, when Gergera makes plays like that, when he scores like that, it shows you why he's number 2 in the MISL, because it's a clinic. You know, he's using his chest to stop the ball, places it back where he can get his foot on it, and then beats the keeper. Down the left wing, Leite in the corner, blocked. Loose ball, Earhart Cap, good hustle to win it. back to the center line. Adam Topolsky in a 3-3 tie to Ingram. Right side. Godfrey with it. Bernie James against him. Godfrey Ingram holding it. Has so many fakes that he can make. Now cuts to the middle. Ingram left foots at the cap. Off the boards. Johns getting in a little bit late, but in time to get the ball. Long toss for Valentine. Carl Valentine in the attack zone. 7,300 plus on hand to watch this, including Crazy George, who's gotten this crowd going at times. But Gertner really got him going with that tying goal there. Allen, left wing with a shot. Bursic stopping that. Up the middle for Topolsky. Takes a quick look to see who's around. Gives it back to Cap. Earhart does a nice job to get rid of it. Topolsky holding it. Kevin Marr now coming on for Pittsburgh. Topolsky up the field for Ingram. Now on the left side, Marr brings it in. He has 1 assist tonight. In the box for Child. Paul couldn't get a foot on it. Tackled away by Dargle. Picked up by Mike Sweeney. And he'll settle it down for the Force with 3:52 to go. Fourth quarter tied at 3. Of course, if this one went into overtime, who would be surprised with these two Cubs? Lead pass for Ward. In a corner, lost it to Topolsky. Ward not happy with the shove he got. Up the right side, Hagen. Too far in front of him, but he wins it with a nice tackle. But the Force will get it back, and they're going to call foul on Pittsburgh. Did he signal? I didn't know if he signaled handball.
Well, Hagen went down on the sliding tackle, and the ball came up and hit him in the hand. Of course, that's a no-no in soccer. So Cleveland's ball.
Peter Ward to the right. Tackled away by Marr, but it's won by DeLuca. To Sweeney, just shot a little high. That was very close. Hagen, left wing, 3:18 to go, regulation time, even at 3. Over the midfield line comes Hagen. Right side to John O'Hara. Leading it for Dave Hagen on the right wing. Hagen holding it. Trying to play it to Child. He'll get it to Child off a deflection. Back out to Klinczarski. 50 feet away, left wing. Nicky fakes to the outside. Now goes outside, off the boards. Picked up by Sweeney, lost it to O'Hara. But Sweeney will get it back with some interference on the part of DeLuca. Now it's stolen along the right boards by Hagen. Blowing by Allen. Was going to blow by Sweeney, but he's dumped, and that's a late call on the part of the official. That's why Sweeney's upset. I watched Don MISL down there, and he did not call the foul initially when Sweeney went down, or when Hagen went down. That's called letting the crowd call the foul. On the right side, McKenzie to Hagen, give and go, blocked by DeLuca, or McKenzie would have been off to the races in the box. Now it's Sweeney in the right wing. To Allen up the middle, over that midfield line, towing it, now getting it back on the give and go, but not where he wants it. Leads it into the box. Ward couldn't get a good shot away. Bursic one-handed it out. Civvies after the ball, right side, upended by Sweeney, no penalty. Not even a foul, they're going to say he got the ball. Ward is after it. Civvies still down. Should be a handball on Klinczarski, and that's what they're going to call now. Sweeney getting very close to that official.
Sweeney is having a few words with the official because the ball had come right to Sweeney's foot after the foul, and he felt the advantage call should have been used for him to take the shot on. But
he's still hot at that last call on Hagen. That's why he's giving it to the official. Sweeney, free kick, set piece, blocked by Child. Ward will get it in the left corner, shot right through the crease. Nobody could tip it home. Good thing no one got that even by accident. That would have gone in off either team. Off the boards, played into Dargle, broken up. Dargle got crunched by McKenzie. Civvies will get it. It's getting rough down there. It makes us appreciate these seats upstairs. Johns comes out of goal, wins the ball, and gets punished for it. Now Child will get it. Klinczarski ran into Johns, who really came out. Now Allen coming free. It's starting to resemble football, which is what they call soccer overseas. Now Klinczarski will get it. Getting behind the defense is Child. Klinczarski couldn't lead him. Off the left wing boards, Child will get it. The shot went wide of Johns, who's not even settled back there. Now Ward gives it back to P.J. Johns. A minute 37 left. I tell you what, it's looking like overtime, but you never know in this game.
1:26 left. It's helter-skelter, both teams.
A lot of time. Valentine has shot, and he scored over Bursic. And now, if it's going to go into overtime, Pittsburgh needs a goal to tie it. Where was the breakdown there? Valentine, I don't think there was a screen.
No.
Just seemed like he beat David Bursic up high.
Carl Valentine got the ball in the far right side of the boards, and from about 45 feet simply unleashed a right-footed shot. There was no pressure on him, and I don't think Bursic was expecting a shot from that angle. And Carl Valentine, very hard shot, but simply cranked it and got Bursic leaning, and the ball went underneath the crossbar before Bursic could blink an eye, and Cleveland has got on top 4-3.
Spirit call a timeout. They want to talk it over. We'll talk it over when we come back on the Spirit Soccer Network.